It happened in slow motion, her shrill voice slicing through the chatter, freezing every sound at the dinner table. "You stole my wallet, you filthy thief!" The words hung in the air like smoke. My fork stopped halfway to my mouth. Everyone turned to me. My husband, his parents, the cousins, all of them staring. Then she smirked. That self-satisfied curl of her lips I'd seen 100 times before. She reached down, into the bag beside me, and triumphantly pulled out her wallet. "See?" she sneered. "I knew it was you." Gasps. A cousin dropped a spoon. My mother-in-law covered her mouth in shock. But me? I laughed. Not the nervous laugh of the guilty. No. Mine was calm, low, deliberate. The kind of laugh that makes people more uncomfortable than silence. Because I'd waited for this moment, every second of it. I met Aisha 3 years ago, my husband's sister, the kind of woman who could smile and slice you open at the same time. From day one, she sized me up like competition. She had money, style, and a father who believed her word was scripture. When I married into this family, she welcomed me with hugs and venom hidden behind perfume. Compliments that were traps, advice that was sabotage. And I tried to please her. God knows I did. I cooked, I smiled, I played the perfect daughter-in-law. Until I realized perfection only fuels envy. The cracks began small, missing earrings, forgotten messages to relatives that made me look careless. Then whispers, soft, strategic. I'd catch her glancing at me while the others muttered about my habits. One day, I overheard her, on the phone. "She's not even from our level," she said. "My brother settled for pity." That was the moment something in me hardened. I didn't confront her. That would have been too easy, too loud. Instead, I began to study her. How she moved, spoke, lied. Every weakness she flaunted disguised itself as strength. Aisha was addicted to validation. Attention was her oxygen. So I planned to suffocate her with her own arrogance. I started small. I let her win. Let her mock my clothes, correct my cooking, call me simple. Each jab made her confident, careless. When she bragged about her new wallet, imported leather, gold clasp, I smiled. "It's beautiful," I said softly. "You should keep it safe." That was the seed. 2 weeks later, I invited everyone for dinner, a big family gathering, her favorite stage. I cooked her favorite dishes, set her at the center of the table. I even complimented her perfume. She was glowing, drunk on her own spotlight. And that's when she excused herself to take a phone call. That's when I moved. Her wallet, I knew, was in her bag, the same designer bag she always boasted about. I didn't take it. I only shifted it, discreetly, from her chair to the one beside mine. A subtle movement under the tablecloth. Enough for her to find it, enough to frame a scene. When she returned, she noticed it missing within minutes. Her eyes darted around, restless. I saw it, the panic beneath her calm mask. Then suspicion. Then that familiar smirk. The performance began. So when she stood up, shouting accusations, I already knew my role. I denied it, softly, almost bored, which only enraged her more. Then she reached into the bag beside me, pulled out her wallet, and held it like a trophy. Everyone gasped. Perfect. I looked at her, really looked at her. Her hand was trembling. She thought it was victory, but I knew better. Because I'd planted something inside that wallet earlier, a tiny flash drive tucked beneath the lining. Her own voice recorded, the one from that day she called me Pity, along with other recordings I'd quietly collected over months, her gossip, her lies, her plans to turn my husband against me. I waited until the table calmed, then reached for my phone. "Aisha," I said evenly, "you should be careful before accusing people. Sometimes things come out." I tapped play. Her voice filled the room. She's not even from our level. The room went silent. Her face drained of color. My husband's expression froze, betrayal dawning in his eyes, not toward me, but her. My father-in-law's hand hit the table, hard. "Ayesha," he barked, "what is this?" She stammered, denied, fumbled. But the damage was done. Her own voice had carved her downfall. And me? I just sat there, watching her crumble under the weight of her own words. Later, when everyone left and the house was silent, my husband apologized. Said he should have defended me sooner. I said nothing, just poured myself a glass of water and looked out the window. Revenge doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers, softly, precisely, at the perfect time. That night, Ayesha packed her things and left. The next morning, I found her wallet on the kitchen counter, empty. I smiled. For the first time, it wasn't about winning. It was about balance, justice, served cold with dinner.